Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we will be talking about multiple topics like in every video, and we are first going to talk about Rivaldo. And before I get into what he did say, he did speak about Neymar and Martinez, right? I wasn't thinking about making a video about Neymar and Martinez for a very long time, but because Rivaldo did speak about these two players, I do want to speak about it for a little bit because it's always interesting to see what a legend like Rivaldo has to say about our two potential big transfers. So before I get into it, Rivaldo is a Brazilian football player who did play with FC Barcelona back in 1997. So Rivaldo did speak about Neymar and Martinez, and we are first going to talk about what he said about Neymar. And so this is what he said: perhaps leaving Barcelona was a mistake for Neymar, but if there are any chances of getting him back for less than the 222 million Barca paid for him, the club should seize the opportunity. He would be a great signing for Barcelona, as they would be getting someone who knows the club. Okay, so let's stop right there, right? We have to remember that every time Rivaldo speaks, it's always a big statement. Last time he spoke about two big players, he did speak about Griezmann and Felipe Coutinho. And so what Rivaldo is basically saying about Neymar, right, is that Barcelona should buy Neymar because he is much cheaper than he was about 12 to 16 months ago. And it's very weird, right? Because even though Neymar right now is at a discount, even if we lower his price, it's still going to be very expensive to FC Barcelona. It's kind of like saying you have $1,000 with you and then you want to buy a house that costs 50 million, and then the discount at the moment is 40 million. Even though it's $10 million off, at the end of the day you still only have about $1,000 in your pocket. So the logic on this doesn't make any sense. What I'm basically trying to say is that even though Barcelona knows that Neymar is at a discounted price, even at 150 to 170 million euros for that player is still very expensive for a club like FC Barcelona, especially knowing what type of situation they are in at the moment. And I get why Rivaldo is saying something like this to the public, because at the end of the day, Rivaldo is Brazilian, Neymar is Brazilian, so Rivaldo is always going to favor Neymar coming to FC Barcelona. But again, it's some very interesting words. And then he went on to say Barcelona should focus on bringing Neymar back to reunite him with Messi and Luis Suarez in the devastating attack they had in the past. They should make every financial effort to get Neymar because it seems PSG are now more open to realistic offers. And so since he did mention the MSN, right, now that we are talking about the MSN, I want to ask you guys this one question. If the MSN does get together again, do you guys expect to see the same results that they had like in 2015, 2016, and 2017? Because if you're going to ask me, right, if you guys want my opinion, what I think is going to happen if the MSN does get reunited again, I do not expect the same results. And it's for multiple reasons, right? Because Suarez is turning 34 soon, Messi is turning 34 soon. We don't know if Neymar can bring that same form, even though I do always push for a Neymar move. There's always that little slight doubt that Neymar might not be able to perform like he once did at FC Barcelona. And also Messi is not as quick as he once was. One of the main reasons why the MSN was so successful was because Messi was that feeder to Suarez and Neymar, and who knows how Messi might play coming next season. And believe it or not, I have been seeing comments and people DMing me saying that the only reason why they want Neymar to come to Barcelona next season is because they do want to see the MSN reunite and establish their dominance in world football. But again, who knows if that's going to happen again? There is a 50-50 chance that it might work, but it is not guaranteed. Let me know what you guys think about the MSN, right? Do you guys expect the same results, the prime MSN where they scored 122 goals in one season? Then Rivaldo went on to speak about Lautaro Martinez, and then this is what he said: I think Lautaro Martinez needs to keep developing and gaining experience. He's already a valuable player for Inter Milan and could become a top player in the future, but he's not ready for FC Barcelona. And so it's very simple to see what Rivaldo sees in Martinez and what he wants Barcelona to do with the whole Neymar Martinez saga. Rivaldo wants Neymar today and he wants Martinez tomorrow, and people will have different take-ons. There's going to be people saying that Martinez is not ready for FC Barcelona, and there's going to be people saying that Martinez is ready for FC Barcelona. And Rivaldo is one of those people people that say that Martinez is not ready, which is highly respectable. If he thinks Martinez is not ready, then maybe he might not be ready. So again, it's some very, very interesting insights on what Rivaldo thinks about this whole saga going on with Neymar and Martinez. So now moving on to the next topic of the day, and we are going to talk about UPAMECANO. So according to Sport, they have reported that French center back UPAMECANO has told his team Leipzig that he wants to leave this summer, partly because of the interest Barcelona have shown in him. And so if you guys don't know who UPAMECANO is, we did speak about him earlier around 5 videos ago, and UPAMECANO was one of those players that Barcelona did scout. And Barcelona did not just scout UPAMECANO, but they have scouted the Leipzig trio, which is UPAMECANO, Timo Werner, and Angelino, who is a fullback. And UPAMECANO has been a very vital, important player for Leipzig this season. And now going more in depth about this report, listen, if you guys have been around and reading reports, listening to reports, and you guys have been watching football for the past 5 to like 10 years, rumors like this are always going to sound skeptical, right? And this report here is skeptical to the most extreme. I don't believe that UPAMECANO is going up to the players and saying that he's ready and he's going to leave Leipzig and go to FC Barcelona next season. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because there's always going to be rumors that sound super skeptical and super fake, and they're just blindly made up. And again, this article, this report does fall in that category. And yes, I know Barcelona did scout UPAMECANO, but we have to at least see Barcelona make an offer for this player for us to even consider that UPAMECANO might be leaving Leipzig to go to FC Barcelona next season. So just to sum it all up, is Barcelona interested in this player? Yes, they are. But is UPAMECANO going up to the players and saying, hey, I'm leaving and I'm going to Barcelona next season? No, that is not true. So this rumor is out the door. Now moving on to the next topic and the last topic of the day, and we are going to talk about Todibo and Araujo. According to Sport, they have said that Todibo or Araujo are the central decisions. Barcelona will stick with one of the two great promises in the axis of the defense next season. The Frenchman will most likely not be bought by Schalke. He has more experience in the elite and greater versatility, but the Uruguayan is very reliable and decisive with air balls. So since we are talking about Todibo and Araujo, these two players are the most promising young center backs who is in our hands at the moment for their own reasons, right? Because Todibo is performing at a very high level with his current club. He is performing well in the Bundesliga, and he is showing and he is telling Barcelona on why he should be starting in that defensive line next season. And then we also have Araujo, who hasn't been getting the most minutes with FC Barcelona, but he has been impressing in Barcelona B, and he has been called up by the Uruguayan national team. So Barcelona is a team that sit on the top, that have access to top young defending talented players, right? Barcelona is in a situation where they have young players who are loaned out, players who are playing in the B team. They have young talent in the first team, and there is young talented players who are rumored to come to FC Barcelona. Barcelona have center backs and they have fullbacks. Barcelona is in the best position to have one of the best defensive lineups in the world, and none of this will matter if Barcelona cannot manage them well and breed these defenders into their best version. And right now Barcelona is in a phase where they can say, hey, look, we have young talent in our hands, but we also have our current defenders, and who knows how many more good years they will give us. They are aging, their time is running out. So Barcelona is in a transitional period where it's very important on how they're going to introduce their next phase. And let me tell you guys this, if Barcelona manages to pull this off and promote the defenders and use Araujo and Todibo and bring back the loaned out players to FC Barcelona and tell them that they trust them, that they are more than capable to be that next generation and represent the Barcelona badge, Barcelona can have one of the best defensive lineups within the next 2 to 3 years. And when you do have a world-class defensive lineup, Barcelona will be the best team in the world again, because everything else will fall into place, right? Because we all know that Neymar, Martinez, Werner, they're all rumored to come in. Ansu Fati is a rising star. So if we do sort out our defensive problems and we do promote them and we breed them and we use them, again, everything will fall into place. And since we are talking about Todibo and Araujo specifically, I actually do want want to see a partnership between Todibo and Araujo next season, maybe in the preseason. And I know that Todibo and Araujo are both right-footed players, but Piqué and Puyol at one point were both center backs and represented Barcelona as their center backs, and they were both right-footed players. So who knows, maybe Araujo might end up being Todibo's main partner in 2 to 3 years, and it's going to be very interesting to see. I really do want Barcelona use these players and use that same optimistic attitude they have in the forward line in the defensive line. And this is why I say that there is so much to look forward to when it comes to looking at what Barcelona might look like in 2 to 3 years. I believe that Barcelona will become great again. I believe that if Barcelona manages these players right, we could become the next best team in the world for the next 2 to 5 years. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think Todibo and Araujo are the next top young talents to lead that defensive lineup? We also talked about Lenglet, who is another potential player to lead that defense. And these are good problems to have. We have so many resources, so many options, so many ways and lanes to go to. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you see leading that defensive line? Todibo, Araujo, Lenglet. Who do you see starting? Who do you see as our next right back? Do you see Emerson coming in next season or in 2021? Do you see Semedo staying? Do you see Sergio Roberto staying? There is so many questions, but yet there's so many options. So thank you guys for watching. That is it for today's Barcelona Daily News, and I will see you guys in my next video.